Okay, so I wanted to shoot a quick video to thank you for signing up to be an Elite Media Buyer member. You should have received an email with instructions on how to actually log into the site. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of walk you through just the process of what I would suggest you do to get the most value out of being a member of the site. So first off, like you'll get taken to a screen that looks a little bit like this, where you'll have a username and a password. Obviously, you can tick remember me if you wish to. I definitely urge you to bookmark the site and come back regularly. And then if you click on sign in, what that will do is it will take you to the back end. So obviously the back end will look different depending on what you've actually sort of signed up for. So at a basic level, what you'll have is you'll basically see access to the forum. All these other courses are available as subscriptions, and I'll kind of walk you through some of those in a little bit more detail in a future video. But I just wanted to really show you to begin with just kind of what you would see in the back end. Before you actually get to kind of go into the forum or anything like that, what I would really urge you to do is just watch the video here. It's a very short video that just explains a little bit about what the Elite Media Buyers is going to be about. But more importantly than that, before you actually get around to kind of diving into the forum, what I would suggest you do is you go up into the right-hand corner here where you see there won't actually be a picture. I've actually uploaded mine. And what I would suggest you do is you do this, right? So if you go into here, if you click on profile, what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to add your name, choose a file to actually represent you in the profile so people can actually see what you look like. A little bit of information about you, again, like keep it pretty brief. I mean, I've just put that I'm the founder of the Elite Media Buyers and the CEO of growth agency Spades Media. And what I've done is when I put Spades Media in there, I've highlighted it. I've said basically put a link in, and then you can actually put the link into open the link in a new window, and then that way you won't be anyone that clicks it will stay on the forum and won't go kind of elsewhere. Then when it comes to forum signature, so every time you make a post, what I would suggest you do is just put a forum signature again, so people can kind of reach out to you by email or by Skype or by website, and just stimulate a little bit of conversation taking place amongst the members that will be there. So the one thing I would say is at the time that I'm actually shooting this video, we're still in sort of trial mode. So when you actually go through the membership directory, you won't see that many people there, partly because people don't really know what to do. So hopefully after you've watched this video, you'll be able to sign in, you'll be able to set up a profile, you'll appear in the members directory. The idea behind it, I mean, obviously it's a forum that I'm setting up, but primarily it's really for the benefit of the community. I want everyone to kind of collaborate, and then that way, if you need a graphic designer, you can get somebody within the forum. If you need somebody that does Taboola and you don't do it, then there'll be somebody in the forum that'll be able to do that for you. And again, if you are a bit shy and you don't want to receive email notifications, then you can switch that off. In terms of the actual email notifications, they will be sent out 3 times a day. So midnight, 8 o'clock and 4 o'clock. And that will be for any unread private chat messages. So, if you're logged in, then you'll receive a notification that you've had a message, and you'll see a little red icon that will appear above your picture. But over and above that, what will happen is if you do receive a notification you're logged out, you'll get an email at midnight, at 8 o'clock in the morning, and at 4 o'clock saying that there are unread messages in the portal. And if you don't want to be in the members directory for whatever reason, you can just turn that off, and then you won't actually appear on the directory. And then you click on update your profile, and then that will be you in the directory. So what you can then do is if you go in here, what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to do members, and you'll actually see other members in the inbox. So again, as I mentioned, this is just a sort of a demo version. The version that you see may well be different. And the idea behind it is, if there was a specific person that you wanted to look for, then you'd be able to search for the member that way. What else can we show you? So some of the courses that you have, what you'll see is that as you kind of work your way through the courses, there are sort of timelines. Again, if you are an agency owner and you're getting some of your staff to go through some of the training, what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to kind of like see that they're actually making progress towards it. So if the particular module has, say, 15 videos for somebody to watch, and they've done 2, then that will show their progress towards that. So the idea behind it is that once they actually go through the exercise of taking the course, finishing it off, they'll then receive like an achievement notification to say they've actually passed that. If you do receive a message, what will happen is it will appear in your inbox. Obviously, at the moment, I don't have it in my inbox, but that's where you would go if you wanted to read that message. And then finally, search is just if you wanted to search for somebody within the actual directory. So if I type in Jim, it should bring up a couple of results from the actual forum. You get the gist. Anyway, so if you go to the forum, so what will happen is once you've actually set up your profile here, what I would suggest you do is go to the forum. If you click view forum, then that will take you through. Again, I would urge you to watch this video to begin with. Just explains a little bit about what the mission of the Elite Media Buyers Forum is, what the missions are. 2 simple rules: don't troll people and don't assume that everyone has got the same amount of knowledge as yourself. Then obviously there's a couple of groups of founder members for people that I've invited to kind of become members of the Elite Media Buyers to begin with. The VIP version, so for people that pay for some of the courses and one-to-one training, then they'll get notification that they'll be upgraded to VIP. And if you're interested in that, just shoot me an email and I'll see what I can sort out for you. The idea behind the VIP is it's really an area where probably the people in it will be at a high level in terms of what they're spending, and there'll be lots more collaboration going on at the back end. So again, once you actually get your membership and you've sorted out your profile, the first thing I would urge you to do is go along to the introduce yourself section. So if you click on that and then click on new thread, give it a title. So put your name in, or something funny or quirky or whatever, entirely up to you. And then just a bit of information about who you are. Yeah. So as you can see there, I've just done one as a demo. So hi, I'm Jim, and this is a demo of how the forum works. Obviously, at that point in time, if somebody else wants to reply, they could click reply. I could leave a comment. So if I wanted to just leave a comment at this particular point, I could go, great to see you here, Jim. And what I can also do is I can actually add emojis, or I can add files, or I can add pictures. So if I wanted to add a picture, I would just do that. I can either insert an image from a URL, or I can actually upload one. So let's just say, for argument's sake, I wanted to kind of do this. So I'm quite often known as the Wolverine of whiteboards, because I use whiteboards and hold the pens in a certain way. So you can see there that that's how I actually hold them. So I click on reply, then that will post that to the forum. So you can see there. So that's the reply to that particular one. And what will then happen is it will show that there's a reply there. So the idea behind it is, as you kind of go through, if there's a particular thread that you feel it's going to be of benefit for you to kind of watch it, what you can actually do is up at the top right hand side here of the thread, you can actually say, yes, I want to watch this one. Click on that, and then that will basically show that will be one of the watch threads that you've got. So if you click on that, then rather than going through the whole thing, that will just give you the ones that you're actually watching. And when you actually log in, the thing I would probably suggest you look for is if you go to new posts, that will show you any posts that have been posted since you've actually just gone in, right? So you can see here there's a couple of threads that have been added that I'm not aware of. So I can go in here and I can click is Centro suitable for programmatic. So I could reply to Mike, and then we can kind of go from there. So that is how you can actually use the back end of Elite Media Buyers. And I look forward to welcoming you to the forum and you getting involved in whatever way you like. So for me, although I'm actually posting this video on Facebook, I would definitely kind of urge you, if you can, to kind of use the back end of the Elite Media Buyers website, because then that way, we're in control of it. It's not controlled by Facebook. So if we want to talk about how bad Facebook reps are or whatever it might be, we can kind of do that in the comfort of our own sort of place. And if Facebook decide for whatever reason, as Google Plus did, that they don't want to support communities or groups anymore, then we won't lose all of our years of effort. I mean, I think part of the reason I actually set this up was because I was pissed off because Google Plus, I was very active in some communities over on Google Plus, and Google just decided to shut it all down, and I lost a bunch of content on the back of that, and also a bunch of good relationships with people who we had done some good collaborative work with. And I'm hoping that this particular forum will enable us to do the same thing. So please, if you can, sign up for it. Once you've signed up for an account, watch this video right the way through, follow the instructions, set up your profile, leave the first post and introduce yourself, and then dive into whatever other content takes your fancy. And if there is something that you want to see, or let's say you're having a particular problem, just post it into the forum. And if nobody else will dive in, I'll certainly dive in. I'm very active in the forum, and I'll make sure that you get the answers that you're looking for. Okay, thanks a lot for watching the video, and I will talk to you at some point in time soon. Cheers.